The river. I don't know why it's so hard to say this out loud. The river has always been something that's really hard to explain out loud. I tell people that it's my favorite thing. I love swimming. But that's not all it is. I say it takes the pain away, but that's just not all it is. But whenever I tell myself in my head, it's much easier to say in there. So I came out here where I hope I'm alone, so I could talk freely. It's still so scary to think that someone might be around. I don't know, these words, they feel sacred, like I shouldn't say them, because if I say them, it becomes too real. And if I say them, it makes me sad. And God doesn't make me mad. Let's start. Water. Water is everything. If we didn't have water, we would have nothing. Without water, we are nothing. It comes from the sky and it grows our plants. We would die without. There's rivers and lakes and oceans and creeks. There's ravines. There's puddles. There's ponds. There's even your bathtub. Water is a necessity that we need. And my love for it is only drawn from its magnificence. It is quite literally just everything. It is all around you in so many things, in so many ways. Not only do we need it, but it is the most magnificent thing that has ever been. Ever. It is just everything. And I think we all take it for granted because we've always had it. But what happens when one day you wake up and it's gone? I could tell you it's not going to be good. And so all I ask for people is I just want them to appreciate it, to see it for everything that it is. Not just because what it gives to us or gives to others, but just what it is. The way when you look at it, you feel this sense of hope, or this wonder, and you can't quite understand what it is because it's just in your mind, water. But when you look at it and the sun dances on it like it does, the current flows and swirls, the water skippers glide and slide, and you see the rocks and you think, I could just touch that rock. But it's not true because the rock is so much deeper than you think. It is so much more down, but the water tricks you and it tricks your mind because it is so wondrous that you can't even comprehend it. Can't even comprehend it. And that is just the surface. To be so lucky to see what's down there, to see the biodiversity, to see everything, how everything works in this pattern, in this routine, every creature, as small as a snail, to a caddisfly, to a damselfly, to a dragonfly, to a newt. Well, newts are not exactly river most of the way. To fish, to eels, to so much wondrous things. There's so much down there. There's so many species, like more than I could even comprehend, more than I've ever seen, more than I can understand. And the way it all balances, the way it all works together, and how they all have their own life, each individual, every single day is just living like we live, right under the surface, right where you can't see. And how lucky is it that we can see if we took the time, if we took a chance and we just broke the surface and we felt that feeling of the water rushing around you, of it embracing you, of it making you feel more alive than you ever felt, for making so you could just exist without gravity, without anything weighing you down, and you feel the current take away all, and take all of it away, all the pain and hurt and regret and guilt and anxiety and stress, and take it all away and take it all the way down to wherever the river flows. How lucky that we can experience that we can feel that. And yet people say it's too cold, or it's too fast, or it's too scary. But that's the beauty in it, is it can be all those things, but it's so much more. And it is all those things, and that's why it works. That's the way it protects, and the way that it thrives, and the way it helps, and the way that we are so lucky that it is that way. Because if it wasn't that way, then we wouldn't be the way we are. When you go down there, you're not just going underwater, you're not just swimming, you're living for the first time. You're seeing this whole new world that is more than any of us, more than anything you could think or comprehend or understand. It's just so much life. And yet people call it gross, or the water doesn't look sanitary, or it is too green, but it is living, and it is magical. It is the most magical thing that you could ever experience if you took a chance, and just tried for once to understand what it is, to understand what you see, to understand why the fish goes up the stream, to understand why the snail holds onto the rock, to understand why the caddisfly covers itself in rocks, to understand why that crawdad fights another crawdad, why that one crawdad doesn't have a claw, why they go backwards in that weird little dance they do, and why anything does anything. It's a whole alien existence down there. Everybody says look to the stars, look to the moon, but the stars and the moon are looking to the water. They're trying to tell us that we need to see, because when you see, you truly see for the first time. And that is something that is so unbelievably incredible, that it is just it is just right. So I'm very thankful for the water and everything it is. And I hope to spend the rest of my life trying to repay, even though it doesn't need me to, but I want to. So if I ever dare have a kid in this world, they can understand and see, really see, what it means to appreciate and see the wonder and magic in this world that is water.